come to order. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to the village board meeting of December 8th, 2025. Roll call, please.
Thierry.
Here.
Smith. Here. Kraus.
Here.
Diachenko.
Here.
Stacy.
Here.
Gardner.
Here.
Okay, in your packet, you have minutes of the last meeting. We're going to do that one first. That is the meeting on November 24th. Does someone want to make a motion to approve, or do you have any changes?
I'll make a motion to approve.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Roll call.
Thierry.
Abstain.
Smith.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
You also have minutes from the special meeting held on November 17th. If no one has any changes, would someone make a motion to approve those?
So moved.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Roll call.
Gardner.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Kraus.
Abstain.
Smith.
Yes.
Thierry.
Yes.
And last but not least, you have minutes of the special meeting held on November 25th. Would someone like to make a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Thierry.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
Would anyone from the audience wish to address the board?
I guess I would.
Okay.
I was here 4 months ago about the property on Orchard in Carolina. I know some of the neighbors have been blowing up your emails and your voicemails. I don't really pay attention to what their concerns are, just know what my concern is. I was here and I stated my concern about this guy really not knowing what he was doing, and obviously I was right. So we got a foundation, it's been open for over 2 months, nothing being done. We have little kids on this block. I know there's a makeshift fence around it. When did that ever stop a 10-year-old, okay? So you got a foundation with boards going from the dirt to the concrete. So my concern is, now it's winter time, this hole is still open. Is there any answer to what's gonna be done? Or why, what is the holdup? I mean, obviously he failed an inspection, which we all knew was gonna happen. So what are we doing about it?
There have been other strides made, and again, we've been urging everyone to do FOIA requests so that, you know, we keep track of everybody who's asking
I'm
stuff.
sorry. I'm
But
not
yeah,
into the
he's just,
computer stuff.
he has gone through a different general contractor now, and I am not sure what the status is besides that. He has started again with a new general contractor. And that has been very recent.
So,
The old one that, yeah, that they had issues with.
the new general contractor came in, he's licensed, bonded, all his subs are licensed and bonded.
Yep, yep.
And well, I don't know what can be done. I mean, I don't know what the holdup is, what the failed project was, the wall or whatever. But this hole needs to be filled. My concern is for the kids, because if someone falls and hurts themselves, they're not only gonna sue him, but they're gonna sue the village, okay? Because you guys have been warned. I mean, right? I mean, I was the first one to come in, watching what this gentleman was doing. And then 3-4 weeks later, the whole neighborhood came in. And like I said, I know a couple of them are pretty persistent, blowing up your emails, blowing up your voicemails. But my concern is, being a contractor, have built homes. I knew from the jump, this guy had no idea what he was doing. So you said he's got a new general. We're in the beginning of winter. Are we at least gonna get a hole backfilled?
We understand, and we are actually pursuing now. To be honest with you, I'm not sure exactly. They came in, and I'm not sure what the status is at that point, but that's very recent.
And you're sure it's not his cousin? It's an actual contractor?
We don't, yeah, we don't check and see if they're related.
Well, you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
not a friend. I mean, I got a lot of guys that can do a lot of things, but, I mean, is it gonna get done correctly? Can you ask me what the hangup is? What inspection?
There
they
is
failed?
nothing new from
What was
few
the
months
first,
back.
what was the first
It was
half?
the foundation, there was a
The foundation?
Yep.
Was it crooked because he staked it by eye? I mean,
I'm
literally,
not
I
an
watched him
engineer,
out there
so,
with the rope
yeah,
and.
I'm not an engineer. Engineer
Okay.
reviewed it, and they're gonna be taking the proper
Okay.
action.
Well, I seen him out there drilling holes because he didn't put the wall anchors in the foundation. So he's out there drilling holes in the brand new foundation walls, which probably isn't the best thing to do. But, okay, I guess.
And this was
that's-
recent, you're seeing him drilling holes?
No, that was 2
Why
months
that?
ago. I
Okay.
mean, and literally, the only thing they've done in the last 2 months is cut the grass.
Okay.
So, again.
Well, that's actually, that was my only concern, because I wanna be sure that they are not doing anything without.
Yeah, no, haven't done anything.
Not that that's a good thing either, but, we just wanna make sure
Exactly.
there's nothing being done that
Exactly.
shouldn't be done,
Okay,
so.
all right, well, that was only my concern.
Village clerk's report?
The tax income received in the month of November is $266,785.12, and that's all I have.
All right. Under my report, I don't have anything listed except for the fact that our village clerk slash office manager, Jeanette McCauley, who's hiding back in the corner, has been with us for 35 years, and we hate the fact that she is retiring, but I'm sure she's happy about it. So she is gonna be leaving us at the end of the month, and there's gonna be an open house on Friday, December 12th, from 2 to 5 at the new police department at 250 West Church Road. People wanna come in and say hi to her and say goodbye. And that is all I have. Village commissions, 4th of July commission, trustee Kraus.
I have nothing.
Youth commission, trustee Smith.
Thank you, Mayor. The next meeting is gonna be December 16th at 7:30.
Okay. Historic preservation, trustee Gardner.
Our next meeting will be on the 17th at 6 PM at the Depot.
All right. Finance and administration, trustee Kraus.
Variance reports for the previous month are enclosed for your review. I'd like to make a motion approving the list of bills and payroll. The amount of $440,893.93.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion? Roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion approving an agreement with Pyrotechnico Fireworks Incorporated for fireworks displays in the amount of $41,010 for 2026, $41,820 for 2027, and $43,075 for 2028. This is for the 4th of July. Fest.
Just out of curiosity, do we know how long that display is for? Is that like a 20-minute or something? Pretty close. Yeah. Now, you don't have to know, I know, and I go to the meetings too, and I don't remember either. Okay, there's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
It could also be amended to allow you to sign that agreement.
Okay. Amend the motion to allow me to sign the agreement.
Yes. So amended.
See, that's why we have an attorney here. There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion, roll call.
Terry,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
And then I'll make a motion approving the payment of the deposit invoice from the same company for the July 4th, 2026 fireworks display in the amount of $20,000.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion, roll call.
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.
And I make a motion adopting an ordinance amending ordinance number 1428 as it pertains to municipal grocery tax. Sherry, you want to explain?
Yeah, this was something that's obviously, we already did an ordinance, the Illinois Department of Revenue just came back, they wanted, it was a minor language change, kind of very minor, I'm not sure exactly what the reasoning was behind it, but something that they said we had to do, so we amended the ordinance.
It's just a minor wording adjustment. like literally 2 words, so.
We had a model ordinance from, I think, IML, where they passed it out, and, you know, here's how this should look, and apparently,
Correct, and we followed along with that, I mean, generally, subject to all of our ordinance, but we followed that, and that was not deemed acceptable. They wanted to change to like servicemen or, anyway. So it doesn't change anything, the ordinance would still be in place, it's just, it has to be provided by January 1st to be effective, so that's what's modified.
there's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion, roll call?
Terry,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Diachenko,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes.
And then, do you have an ordinance number for?
1444.
Remember that. So I'd like to make a motion for ordinance 1444, adopting a tax levy for the 2025 collectible in 2026 at 2%. The committee met with staff and had a discussion, and the 2% is what we landed on. So there is, the village administrator last meeting gave us paperwork and then sent out additional stuff too with information on there and what the levy is and what it's gonna collect and all that stuff, so. You have any questions or anything else you wanna add?
You could go up to 2.9.
2.9 is the max we can go.
Did you guys determine that there was gonna be a shortfall in the village budget if we don't adopt this levy?
I don't know.
Not
You
necessarily
can't
a
predict there's a shortfall.
shortfall, it's, the levy is there to kind of just like with, you know, CPI for really anybody, I mean, just, it's to help us maintain the same level of services. It's not like we're trying to get more money, but it's rates of inflation, everything costs more for us, so eventually.
I'm just concerned because, I mean, the residents are getting hit with inflation costs too, so I don't really wanna burden them with more things. You
Yeah,
know,
and
so,
it's,
I don't really, Like the idea of
we
this.
discussed 0, that's my favorite numbers when it comes to tax levies, but,
We did 0 last year.
yeah, we did do 0 last year.
10%.
Yeah.
And several years before that. But yeah, I mean, I understand, I mean, even just simple costs of union contracts, I mean, every year salaries go up no matter what. And, you know, again, trust
Yeah,
me,
our dispatching
warranty.
services go up, or workers' insurance goes up, workers' comp insurance.
And the amount that's collected really doesn't even keep up with that. Just, I mean, if you just looked at the rates of increase for contracts or salaries, that wouldn't even keep up with that. So it's a way to help us stay stable without hitting the residents too hard with anything.
There was a period for 8 years where we went 0 for, this was quite a while back, for 8 years. And it became unsustainable because once you give it up forever. So you can't collect it, you can't make up for it later. Once you give that up year after year after year, it makes it extremely difficult to keep up with your costs. And nobody likes to raise taxes.
But it helps to do like where we could do 2.9, actually we could do probably another 0.5% for growth. But that's why we kind of picked like 2, so it's not doing as much as CPI was, but the thing is if you do 0, then like in future years, you might have to do more, you might have to do enough where you have to do the 5% and have a public hearing. So it's just to try to keep on pace with inflation so that we don't have higher tax increases later.
I've lost track, did you make that motion? There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Could I make a clarification?
Yes.
For the ordinance number?
Yes.
Yeah, the ordinance number should be 1445. The grocery tax ordinance should be 1444. Sorry.
yeah.
So we're not just amending the same ordinance for grocery, we're
We
creating.
still have to.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Need a new
Or
ordinance to
something
adopt an
every-
ordinance.
I know, right? It's like, isn't that 1428?
So I'd like to amend my motion to ordinance 1445 for the tax levy at 2%.
Did someone wish to amend your second? Okay. Further discussion? Roll call.
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Diachenko,
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes,
Smith,
No.
Terry.
Yes.
and that's all I have.
Public Buildings and Properties, trustee DeChenko.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd just like to announce that we did drive around and judge all the gorgeous houses that entered for the Christmas decorations lighting. They were very colorful, impressive. Some were set to music, a bunch of different themes. A lot of people went all out. It was a tough decision, but we did pick our 10 winners, and those will be, I believe, posted online on the village website.
Yep, I think, do we do Facebook too, or? Yeah.
It's already on Facebook.
Yep. But yeah, it was a really good night judging them. It was a lot of fun. And that's all I have.
Did they drop off the signs for those by chance?
I think we had, I posted that, give them the option that they could come in for their price money and pick up their.
The signs are here. They
Yeah,
dropped
the
off.
signs are here, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Or we could deliver it to them however they prefer, so.
That's all I have.
All right. Planning, Building, and Zoning, trustee Stacy.
Thank you, Mayor. The building department monthly report is enclosed. The next planning and zoning meeting is scheduled for Thursday, December 18th at 7 p.m. at the Village Hall. And I'd like to turn it over to the superintendent about the vacate property located near Country Lane in Catalpa.
Yeah, this might ring some memories for some of you. About a year and a half, 2 years ago, we discussed vacating property at the end of Country Lane and Catalpa Street. As you can see on the map here that I'm circling with the mouse. The problem in the past is this lot right here was owned by one private party that wasn't accompanied with these two lots here. Since that time, the property owner of these two lots has obtained this third lot along the creek edge here. So what the discussion then was to between Mr. Onyx to the north and Mr. Dito to the south, we would vacate this access road, which is basically the driveway for this 836 Catalpa Street. And both parties were at the time and are still interested in the vacated land to add to their properties. So,
Can you click on the street map where it shows like the,
yeah, I actually have a Google map pulled up. Yeah. So this is the area in here in question. There is a section of water main that runs down this gravel road. It was for the future expansion of the Ileana residential when it was out here. Since then, though, everything has come off Church Road off the new 10-inch main out there, so that water main through this section is no longer needed. So. Which that section of water main is off as well, so it won't cause them any future issues either. The problem that we're having with this is that it's a stone driveway, and the property owners would want us, and we have been salting and plowing it, and when we do that, when you salt a stone road, it turns basically to mush. And we're constantly doing more and more, rehab to it, adding more stone and plowing, and then in the springtime, then we're cleaning up the stone that we plowed off, and it's just, it'd make more sense. It serves us no purpose. It would serve them as it being basically their driveway. It serves them more, purpose than it does for us. So.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Okay. Public Safety Committee, trustee Terry.
Thank you, Mayor. The police department's monthly report's enclosed for your review. Anything you'd like to add, chief?
No.
EMA's monthly report's enclosed. Director Hamm, anything you'd like to add?
No, I haven't.
The code enforcement monthly report is also included. And, as we start to prepare for our future with public safety, I just wanted to kind of make give Chief Fleming some, pretty much a public announcement of some of his accomplishments that he's done with the police department within his last 6 months that he's been here. Huh? I mean, sorry,
During his 6 months.
4 years. But during that time, he's implemented, and I just, a lot of this stuff we know, and I've kind of went back and looked at a lot of the different goals and stuff that he's set forth in every year and that he gives to us, and so different things that we've done together. both him and I, and also too with the board and previous boards that had served during his tenure. But, so he implemented the e-tickets, so this way officers, when they're writing the tickets, staff can, read them, and it kind of makes things go by a little bit faster with the e-ticket stuff that was implemented. He implemented the minimum performance standard where our officers are so happy to do 3 traffic stops per shift. And so one of the things, a big task was that he automated the evidence vault to where we no longer use, pen and paper when it comes to the ledger. We've audited the vault at least twice, which hadn't been done in probably since 3 chiefs.
1830.
Yeah, so it was a very long stint. I think we included like several articles, 50 guns, and got all the destruction orders and stuff ready for all that. He worked with the state's attorney, Glasgow, to allow the east side police departments so they can fax in all their criminal reports. What we used to have to do is we would have to drive to Will County to drop those off and for the officer to sign the reports when we arrested somebody, and the officers did an arrest, and so now you can fax over and
It was the complaints.
yeah, the complaints,
Oh.
misdemeanor complaints. So, and then as far as taking the 2 weekends out of our time and walking the towns with the previous trustees to try and get the referendum passed for the new police department. He secured all the new furniture from Applied Systems and University Park, which saved us a lot of money with all the new furniture and stuff for the police station. So he's wrote several grants, and we purchased a lot of dash cam for all the vehicles. Some of them weren't working properly. And then also too, the Axon grants. I mean, we received over $30,000 in federal grants just for Axon alone. So he started the Beecher Blessings with Chief Alchetti, and that helps a lot of the struggling families in Beecher, from simple things with like water heaters to just the gifts and stuff that we bring when we do the parade of trucks and stuff for the kids with toys and clothes and stuff like that. And then we also had the retention grant that he applied for with a lot of the officers receiving $2,000 each to keep to stay. And then we also received $25,000 grants for forensic firearm shell casing analyzer, and that's kind of to help with the Will Grundy Major County Task Force, and we've got 2 officers assigned on that, and they do all the call-outs for that. And then he brought Too Good for Drugs to the Beecher School District, and that requires the books and the trainings for Officer Hanson. And I'm not sure, we didn't send Officer Hancock yet, but that was the program that we had implemented with the SRO. And then, let's see here, and it's a long list, I'm trying to remember. We actually obtained the attorney Rick Reamer, and he drafted actually our police commission rules and redid all that stuff for us, and did a lot of the things as far as our policies and the handbooks and stuff that the police department went through, so that was a collaborative effort. So. And then, let's see, he also oversaw the Narcan with the Will County Health Department, and that station is located at Beecher, so at the police station. So if anybody needs to pick up Narcan, it's no questions, no cost. You can just go there and pick it up. And then there was a few hundred cases that were open. They were investigative cases that had been developed and pretty much aged. So the chief had kind of cleared up a lot of the investigations to help close a lot of the cases that were ongoing, kind of things that he inherited before his tenure. So, Chief, thank you.
And I won't do that to John.
I don't know, is there anything I missed that maybe you remember? Alright, and that concludes my report.
It was an
Oh, the flock
illustrious
cam, oh yeah, the
six-month
flock
career.
cameras, yeah, I forgot all about that, yeah.
About what?
Flock cameras.
Oh, yes, the flock cameras, yep.
And not to mention, he built the police station,
Yep.
so, you know,
I
I mean, that's,
think that was a collaborative effort from all the people who were on the board. They gotta give credit to Joe and really John Kaporis, who secured the referendum, purchased, he was instrumental in purchasing the land. And, I mean, for a small town that has a beautiful police department like that, it's just amazing to me. If you saw John's police department in, well, we're on camera. We are so lucky here to be in a nice police department. You're getting a great building.
I agree.
and that concludes my.
Alrighty. Public Works Committee, trustee Gardner.
Thank you. Public Works monthly report is enclosed. Water Department monthly report is enclosed. Wastewater treatment plant monthly report is enclosed. I'd like to consider a proposal from Austrian Electric to install a solar powered school zone sign on Dixie Highway in the amount of $13,813.
There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second, discussion?
I got something. That, this should be reimbursed back to us through insurance. This was the light there on Orchard in Dixie that was taken out by a vehicle accident due to medical emergency. So just so you guys know, it should be reimbursed. I'm trying to get us retro pay too for our, for the water main break that this light being hit caused. So I'm trying to get the insurance company to cover all that. So we'll see where it goes. But this portion of it should get definitely reimbursed back to us.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Terry,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Kraus.
Yes.
DeChenko.
Yes.
Stacy.
Yes.
Gardner.
Yes. And that concludes my report.
Okay. Economic Development Community Events, trustee Smith.
Thank you, Mayor. Charity and I got to attend on Friday the Will County Center for Economic Development Annual Report breakfast. That's a full mouthful. So they just kind of highlighted some things about Will County and how we're remaining competitive. We've led the state in population growth over the last 5 years. We are #1 and have been #1 in job creation from 2000 till now, with over 13,200 jobs added. The 2025 labor force was the highest it's ever been. Industrial growth is down, but so is vacancy, so they said that's all right, that's normal. Retail has been a star for Will County. The vacancy is only at 3.1%, and it's still building. And we are the largest retail builder in the Chicago area, with Plainfield taking #1. But all good stuff. The only thing they said that was not so great, we're #1 for single family homes, but we can do better with the multifamily homes building. So hopefully in the future they are going to be doing a Will County housing study with a data-driven approach to fixing, finding ways to fix the need for multifamily housing. So, anything else you want to
No,
do?
you kind of was looking at my notes.
Yeah, I love notes. I take lots of notes. That would conclude my report.
Alrighty. Any old business to come before the board?
Do we need to vote on the property and making it?
Maybe just some discussion, if nothing else, it was just, yeah,
Just to get the process moving.
because I wanted to talk to Tim and see if there's any, and then, you know, I guess one of the thoughts after looking at the picture would just be, like, would there ever be a need for that to be an access road?
Yeah,
To the
somebody
industrial area.
considers to that area immediately, I think it's to the east.
West.
or
West.
West,
sorry.
yeah.
If we would need access there, then we should not consider it. The second thing is, that property, we should take those 3 parcels and combine them together, because they shouldn't be buildable lots anymore, because we want to have public access. If we vacated it, just confirm that there are no other utilities there except for the water main, as was indicated by Matt. Yeah, and then there would need to be a legal description that would be prepared to show the halves that are going to the respective property owners. The costs associated with that would be borne by potentially the 2 would-be owners there, so those are things to consider.
I know initially to the west, that was going to be a residential subdivision.
Correct.
So that's why
Yeah.
we started, we
Yeah.
considered the water main. That has since then, that's the business park in a TIF district, so it's unlikely. Is it impossible? No, but
Yeah, for access back there too, it'd have to build a bridge over the creek and
in
there's a
order
lot
to
of,
get there,
yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff through there that would
Yeah,
have to be done.
Where you could come in from, they're gonna come in from Church Road if they need to run water and sewer down there.
Right, yeah, which they've already started that, yeah.
Right.
And it has been proposed several times in the past years, but because of that, those two lots sitting on what would be that vacated right of way, that was not something we could consider because then we legally deprive them of access to a public road. With that ownership transfer, as I understand it, that now makes it a possibility where before it was just prohibitive.
Well, then maybe, you guys make sure what the property owners wanna do, and if we need to vote on it later, we can.
So, I mean, if the board is inclined to move forward with that, then we could take those steps. If somebody's like absolutely no, then we don't need to waste time on that.
Consensus, is anyone opposed to the idea?
I think it makes sense.
Thank you.
Would someone like to make a motion to adjourn into executive session regarding personnel? There's a motion on the floor, is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Gardner,
Yes.
Stacy,
Yes.
Diachenko.
Yes.
Kraus,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Terry.
Yes.